So good day. This is Coach Bong, and I'm actually from Business Behavior Coaching, and I'm honored today to have with me an awesome mother, an awesome wife. She's a mother. She's a mother to four wonderful kids, and aside from that, shall I say, she's really maximizing a balance between the left and the right brain because aside from a wonderful mom, aside from availing of an early retirement and maximizing her presence through homeschooling. She's also into coaching. She's an entrepreneur, and she's doing math and calligraphy at the same time on her available time. So I'm really honored. Thank you so much, Milona, for really allowing yourself to be part of this conversation. So I shall start. I believe this month is such a very special month because it's both the mother's month and at the same time your birthday. So shall I ask, how did you celebrate this wonderful season for a woman,
Yes,
considering that there's pandemic?
that's right. Hi, Coach Bong. Thank you for having
Hi.
me here. Yes, I celebrated yesterday my birthday. Hindi na natin sasabihin yung age. And of course, Mother's Day a few days back, no? And wow, amazing how, the way we do things have changed.
I
And that we
understand.
can make do with what's available. So it's a quarantine birthday celebration and even Mother's Day, quarantine Mother's Day celebration. But nevertheless, it did not, yung being in lockdown did not diminish
Mm-hmm.
celebrating life and celebrating Mother's Day, honoring the mothers. In fact, it has made it more meaningful, saka more intimate.
And special, I believe.
Yes, really special. Oh, that's right.
All right. So, basically, I'd like to understand the different hats, specifically the mother hat that you're wearing and having four kids. I believe that actually with the hope of this conversation that we can encourage mothers also, no, who's juggling so many roles in their life. If I asked you, what are the confrontations that you have encountered as a mother during this pandemic?
Okay, so ito na nga, no, this pandemic happening, the realization that it's no longer safe out there. That's one, not safe for our children, for our family, and then this is causing trauma for all of us, whether we care to admit it or not,
Mm-hmm.
for our children most especially, and that the reality is that we have to find ways of making things work. And as a mother, it's very challenging. It's more challenging right now, having four kids. And now, well, of course, Bensie, my husband, we're working on this in tandem, really ministering to our children also. We talk to them regularly and we process how this is happening. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, what is happening and how we can make the most of this situation.
Oh, so way of saying fear, anxiety is legit these days.
Yes, yes. There's fear, there's trauma, there's anxiety. And
Hmm.
even as parents, we feel that, me and my husband, we feel anxious, we feel fearful. And the kids pick up on that. I mean, we're just here at home and they pick it up. Even if we try our best to, put up a courageous, brave front, they pick up
Mhm.
that fear and trauma and anxiety.
And I believe having like what a 19, shall I say 19-year-old,
Yes,
a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 9-year-old,
that's right.
um, as a mother, how are you communicating the picture of pandemic, no, to your kids? For them to be able to relate and to understand.
Well, as you know, Bong, we homeschool, no? So we make this part of their continuing learning. And when this started, we've already embraced this, that this is happening while we were all, in shock. But it's here, it's upon us. And so we ask our kids to know more about it. So in our homeschooling, we made it part of our curriculum. So we
Oh.
integrated it, science, math, what's happening globally, and we made them. We had them research on it, and then in fact, one right now is making an essay
Oh.
on this. No, and they also a group of them, two of them presented it in their portfolio review. So basically, facing the reality, yung facts, what's happening out there. We made them look at the trend, the number of cases, and all these things. No, so it's seeing the facts,
Mm-hmm.
and then saka namin pinasok yung okay, how do we process this? What is the impact of this? That all these things happening,
Mm-hmm.
and we looked at globally, we looked at locally in the Philippines, and even in our barangay. So we looked
Wow.
at how many cases in the barangay. So we make it ano lang, parang so soon as not to yung parang more on the yung fear, and we make it parang fact based for them. So that's how we've handled it, no? And yon, we try to manage the information we present to them. Like, of course,
Filtering
for
also,
our
right?
19-year-old and our
Yes.
16-year-old, so mas sa kanila yung binibigay namin. We manage the information as much as we can that we feed them.
Wow, so
So
that's
even
awesome. Mm-mm. So parang way of saying na like as a mother, you really have a responsibility to filter the information
yes,
that
oo.
they are taking in, right?
Yes, we filter it, no? Well, one of the things we did, kasi our two older girls, they have laptop, they have cell phone. So what we did was that we pulled it out muna from them. Kasi it's very personal and they can anytime. But they have access.
All right.
We give them access every day. Pero hindi na sa phone. Wala muna yung phone. And then the MacBook, hindi muna namin sa kanila. But the family, computer. So we try to manage all this information getting into them. At the same time, we manage also, kasi there's a lot of time right now, no? Everybody at home, and the danger of, kasi while social media tech there's a lot of benefit, there's also a lot of dangers out there. So we manage their access, their social media consumption. So we manage that as well.
My take on that, you're saying that as a mom, you have to really make them understand on the realities.
Yes,
And
that's
then
right.
as a mom also, which is I believe it's very impressive for all the mothers out there that you manage the realities, yet since you are growing with your kids, you have
Mm,
to filter and not really control, be a controlling mom, but make them understand that not all information can,
yes,
bring in it can actually bring you either fear or positivity. Amazing.
yes, yes. So
Mhm.
that's right. Even their presence online,
Yes.
we encourage them kasi we allow them, and then we tell
Mhm.
them that you want to make sure that you encourage them that when you converse with friends and classmates, that you bring a message of hope, you bring inspiration and encouragement, you speak life and blessing,
Wow,
and not
so a life
you
giver.
not
Mhm.
not not spread fear.
Correct.
Oo, yun
Oo,
yung
oo.
encouragement namin sa kanila.
Mhm. I think this is really an opportunity that even as young as they are, they can practice dismantling what is not beautiful, what is not, that can bring in fear along the way. So in line with this, what is now your new normal in terms of parenting? Because I believe you're such an active mom, you connect with them. As I remember, you would even like go out together, banding. I think with your eldest, going to shopping, things like that.
Yes,
So, what is
oo.
now the new normal as a mom?
Yes, that's right, no? Well, a large part of our yung lifestyle namin, even if you're homeschooling, and this is happening, no? Di ba, homeschooling kami, you would have thought na, kaya nyo na yan kasi homeschooling naman kayo for the longest time. This is their 10th year homeschooling. But we
Wow.
found out that a large part of our homeschooling lifestyle is spent outside.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the library, going to bookstores, visiting places,
Experiential.
hanging out with friends, having learning co-ops. And so right now, then na-feel namin na, uy, kung ang mahirap pala, no? This thing. So, but yon, ang ano namin sa kanila, that we make the most of this situation. So, for example, yan, yung mga, we used to go dates on our kids. So, but this time, it doesn't mean naman na you are confined at home. Hindi ka na pwedeng mag-date. So, we would have breakfast dates from time to time
Wow.
with them. Oo.
Mm-hmm.
So, it may be in a different corner of the house. Oo, but that's possible, di ba? Oo. So, we're trying to tell them that we can still continue to do this thing. And then, yon, we make them, we arrange for them hangouts online with friends. Okay.
Okay.
One of the things that I am particularly conscious right now is to make sure that they hang out with the right crowd and to make sure that yung that what they're talking about is positive and so what I did, I arranged with some moms so that one of the moms teaches growth mindset. So sabi ko, why don't you handle this class? So putting together certain kids and then they're talking about growth mindset every week.
Wow. Mm-mm.
So so that it gives you peace na, okay, the kids even in their time hanging out on social media are very productive. Hindi siya yung anything goes, bumming around lang with their friends. So those are some of the things, no. And then um we're very mindful now on certain decisions, like I want to make sure that the food that I serve on the table are healthier. So we keep on reminding them this is our best defense right now, a strong immune system. So you want to build or boost our immune system. So we eat right, and even so eating right, and we also want to make sure that they're sleeping well. So making more conscious decisions in these things.